Thank you for joining me. The Introit for Sunday, June 13th is from Psalm 92. It is good to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praise to your name, O Most High. The righteous flourish like the palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of the Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. They still bear fruit in old age. They are ever full of sap and green, to declare that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. There are many things that we will use to show others our interests and our likes. We might wear a baseball cap with the logo of our favorite sports team to show where our rooting interests are. Maybe we wear clothes that are clearly branded as a status symbol to tell others that we're with the latest fashions. I remember spending some time in a poor part of the inner city of Houston, and in that area, even though people were poor, people would spend hundreds of dollars on sneakers. It was a status symbol to the people in that part of town, and it was important for them. And perhaps we are against such displays of loyalty and status symbols, that we make sure we don't wear anything with a logo or a brand on it. And ironically, even that action has a way of telling others who we are. A lot of what we do, a lot of what we wear and display shows others who we are, whether we like it or not. Now, in the Introit, we are told that there is a result to being a righteous person. And righteousness is the act of being and living an upright life toward God. And one does that by believing in Him and following His commands. The focus of a righteous person is on God, not themselves. The righteous are said here to flourish like a palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. This is two very interesting things to be compared to. The cedar of Lebanon is a common image in the Old Testament. The area of Lebanon was known for its cedars. And because of that, the trees from that area were widely sought out and desired. They were large and attractive to building and creating weapons of war. In fact, Mesopotamia and Egypt were active in importing the desired tree to their own nations. The image is that those who rely and focus on God will grow like the famed tree. And the image is even expanded because the tree does not exist solely unto itself. I think that is where the opinions of what it means to be righteous often goes wrong. Oftentimes, people who consider themselves to be righteous don't have the best of reputations. And that's because one temptation that a righteous person faces is to believe that their righteousness is all about them and their actions. If a righteous person continues to point to themselves as an example of excellence, they're not righteous, but selfish. The prevailing image that we have in this intro is that the righteous who are planted in order to declare that the Lord is upright. As we follow God, as we live out lives of faith and trust in Him, we should grow in that faith and understanding. And as we do that, our lives become more about pointing to God and His goodness and mercy. And we and our desires diminish. Our lives as followers of God become the envy of the people around us, and it becomes a desire. And when we focus on God and His Word, God allows us to grow and grow well. Everything we do points to something. Just like in our lives and our choices point others to what we believe and what we value, we also know that our lives point to our following of God. As we walk, we know that our trust in God will draw us closer to Him and allow us to be people who point others to Him and His greatness. Thank you for joining me.